Well, hallelujah and praise the Most High today, family. We say praise the highest Yahuwah today, the Most High Elohim. Family, I do hope everyone is well today, and like myself, you're able to get out and enjoy this day. It's one gorgeous day here in the Carolinas, family. It's nice and mild so far. It's early though. We're out like 8:25 right now. Early morning. Just gorgeous. Just a little breeze stirring. Keep things cooler. Or cool for now. Hallelujah. We're in the midst of a heat wave, which they're saying on the weekend we're supposed to get some showers. And that's a cold front that's going to cool everything down. And with that cold front, it's going to be some showers. That breeze sure feels good right now, family. Hallelujah. But we do hope that you have fair weather in your neck of the woods so you can get out also and get yourself some fresh air, some sunshine, and the Most High willing, some good exercise. Hallelujah. Family, the Most High is so good to us. And we owe him our everything. From the time we open our eyes until we close them at night, we owe him everything. All of it. And he's going to allow you to go down through there. Yeah, he is. And folks say he's all love. Yeah, and this is part of his love. This is part of a loving parent to teach their children right from wrong. And a lot of times they'll tell them the lesson, but then they have to let them go out there and do it for themselves. And that's how the Most High is. He'll warn us and let us know, okay, now if you do this, this is going to happen. Just like he told our people. He said, if you don't follow these laws, statutes, and commands, you're going to be cursed. And just as the blessing, if you do keep the commands, they're going to chase you down and be on you. But the curses are the same, and we have suffered that the last 400 plus years. Here in this land, the last 400 years. As the text says, we will. See, he told our forefather Abram that your ancestors or your descendants are going to be in a strange land or foreign land, enslaved and oppressed for 400 years. But afterwards, I will punish that nation that enslaves them. And then they will come out with great substance. And we're right here at the beginning of us coming out with great substance. Because he's punishing them now. And he showed me that a few months ago, maybe a year or so ago now, where he said we would see the reward of the wicked, just as our forefathers did. See, they had to see them boys drowning in the Red Sea. They had to see it. They had to experience that. There had to be a witness to it. That's the word. Because the Most High was keeping his word. And he was, Moshe had just said, the enemy you see today, you won't never see him again. And the Most High don't speak things unless he tell it through his prophet beforehand. He's the kind of Elohim that tells you. Well, other guy has told you what was going to happen before. Name me one, I'll wait. And that's in my own words, but that's what he's saying. Which one of your guys have told you what was going to happen? And it happened. Unlike these Gentiles, what they'll do, they'll stir up some mess and start some mess and orchestrate some mess and then act like it was their doing, or act like it was prophecy. Oh, that's false. What they call it, a false flag. Yeah. See, you know the difference. The Most High, he'll do things so it'll show up in the weather. You can't deny the weather. Oh boy. But let's get back on topic. Like I said, the Most High will allow you to go through some things. I just had a conversation with my aunt and uncle. They called me down there this morning. And we always have deep conversations. But we was talking about an individual that's going through some things, and we all have encouraged this individual. But my aunt said something like, you really can't try to tell nobody else something if you hadn't been through it. Because if you do, the good Lord is going to allow you to go through it to really prove your worth, to prove your salt, to prove your stance that you speak on. Are you really about it or not? Are you really about it or not? And that's how the Most High is. He's like, I can't have my sons and daughters saying one thing and they living another. Speaking one thing and living another, not practicing what they preach. Can't have it. But let's get into this idea, which we're going to do like the prayer recording. We're going to do some reading. And this idea is called No Pressure, No Diamonds. No pressure, no diamonds. Oh, boy. And a lot of folks just cut off the recording. I don't want to hear nothing about no more pressure. I'm through with pressure. I'm going through all kinds of hell and high water myself right now. And this is pretty much all of us, especially the Most High's folk. We're all going through it right now because we're being proven. We're going through our tribulation, our trying, before we enter our promised land. And it's not so with other folks. They're having to prove their salt, prove their worth to see if they're worthy of entering the promised land with us, to be grafted in, as the text says. And this is James 1, 3 through 13. And this is the Message Bible. I like reading different versions because it puts it, it explains it better. And I know some other folks have turned the recording off also because it's not their version, but that's okay. You'll be all right. Like the Most High told me from the beginning, I'm not for everybody. And it's okay. I'm out to just that one per recording. If I can get that one and encourage my brother or my sister, then I'm good. So that's all the Most High is holding me accountable for. Before it was just for me and my obedience, getting out here doing what he called me to do. But then he told me just act like you're speaking to one person. And that's what I'm doing. Like I said, you don't have to like this version. It's okay, you'll be okay. But you know that under pressure, your belief life is forced into the open and shows its true colors. So don't try to get out of anything prematurely. No, stick right in there with it. Let it do its work so you become mature and well developed, not deficient in any way. And family, I can tell you right now, I'm trying to get up out of something I don't like. But I'm learning to say, okay, Pop, I'm going to face it head on with your help. And we're going to get through this and come out like gold, like diamonds. If you don't know what you're doing, pray to the Father. He loves to help. You'll get his help and won't be condescending to when you ask for it. Ask boldly, believing without a second thought. People who worry their prayers, people who worry their prayers are like wind-whipped waves. I like that, wind-whipped waves. Don't think they're going to get anything from the Master or from Yahuwah that way, adrift at sea, keeping all your options open. When down and outers get a break, cheer. And when the arrogant rich are brought down to size, cheer. Prosperity is as short-lived as a wildflower, so don't ever count on it. You know that as soon as the sun rises, pouring down its scorching heat, the flower withers, its petals wilt, and before you know it, that beautiful face is a barren stem. Well, that's a picture of the prosperous life. At the very moment everyone is looking on in admiration, it fades away to nothing. Anyone who meets a test and challenge head on and manages to stick it out is mighty fortunate. That's what we just said. I'm going through a situation now. I don't like it. I want to fight physically, but them days are over. I have to trust the Most High's way of doing things. And 9 times out of 10, family is just keeping that mouth shut. For such persons loyally in love with Yahuwah, the reward is life and more life. Don't let anyone under pressure to give in to evil say, Yahuwah is trying to trip me up. Yahuwah is impervious to evil and puts evil in no one's way. No, he's not the one that's doing it. That's Hasatan. I heard this young lady speaking on Job the other day, and she was like, it won't the Most High that put that stuff on Job. It was evil Hasatan. The Most High only said don't touch his body. He knew what he was gonna do though, but he didn't tell Hasatan not to do what he was gonna do. He said go on and test him. He said, had you considered my servant Job? See, he already knew what Hasatan said in his heart, family, just like the recording we did, the prior recording we did, where we said Hasatan thought he could say something in his heart and get away with it. He thought he was going to be able to say, I'm going to be like the Most High, I'm going to take his spot. I don't like the way he's doing things, wanting me to bow down to Yahushua and wanting me to bow down to his children. No, I'm not going to do it. But what did he end up doing? Bowing down to Yahushua here on this earth. He ran when he came to the wilderness with all them questions. If you be this, if you be that, do this, that, and other. See, that was Yahushua's pressure point, precious time being turned into the diamond the Most High wanted him to be turned into. But no pressure, no diamond. While the text doesn't directly equate pressure with the creation of diamonds, it does use analogy and pressure and trials to illustrate how Yahuwah refines and strengthens his children. The idea is that just as intense heat and pressure transforms coal into diamond, Yahuwah uses challenging situations or circumstances to shape and mold believers, his children, leading to growth, endurance, and stronger character. Several verses in the text highlight this concept, and we see this in Romans 5:3-5. We also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and character hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because Yahuwah's love has been poured out into our hearts through his Ruach HaKodesh, who has been given to us. Hallelujah. Thank the Most High for his Ruach HaKodesh, who leads us into all truth. Yes, indeed. In James 1:2-4, yeah, we love James. We didn't read this part in the verse in James 1, which we just read. It says, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your belief produces perseverance. That perseverance finishes work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Family, that's the key right there. So the next time something comes your way, you're like, no, get the step. I've already seen this before. No, I'm not going to go flop with you. I love the Most High more than I love my flesh. I cast down that idea. I cast down that thought. No, I'm not going to cuss you out this time. No, I'm not going to cuss you out this time. I'm gonna give you a pass. However, the Most High might not, because I'm putting him on you. I'm letting him take out his vengeance on you. In Psalms 34:18, Yahuwah is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in Ruach. And see, he knows what all of us are going through. He knows all of us are having our Ruachs crushed. And just like the young lady was saying about Job, she was like, as soon as the Most High said, just don't touch his body, just don't kill him, he went instantly on Job's family and all his wealth. She broke it down and said, this didn't happen over time. This was overnight. This was like 2 days. One day he lost all his family. Next day he lost all his income, his possessions. And then the next day his wife telling him to curse the Most High. And then here come his friends talking about, you must have done something wrong. Go on and curse the Most High and die. Now you know that man had to be brokenhearted and crushed in his ruach, because he knew, I ain't done nothing wrong. All I've been doing is serving the Most High. And see, the Most High knew it. That's why he asked Hasatan, okay, since you so big and bad, he asked him, what has he been doing? He said, I'm roaming to and fro throughout the earth. Basically saying, looking for somebody to destroy. He said, well, have you considered Job? Have you considered Robert? He said, I had, but you got this protection wrapped around him. This edge of protection, I can't touch him. Let me touch him, he'll curse you to your face. Ain't that somebody bold talking to the Most High like that? You know the Most High got to punish him real good. You know he gonna drop him in the deepest part of the lake of fire. Hallelujah. Malachi 3:3 says, he will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. He will purify the Levites and refine them like gold and silver. Then Yahuwah will have men who will bring offerings in righteousness. Yeah, you might be going through some things financially right now, but the Most High is only a step away from having somebody to send you something that would take care of everything. But you got to be obedient. You got to sit through that fire and be purified, be refined. It's not fun. I know it. It's not fun. And Job 23:10 says, but he knows the way that I take. Job was talking trash. He was like, he knows the way that I take. When he has tested me, I will come forth as gold. These verses, along with the concept of no pressure, no diamonds, suggest that while trials can be painful and challenging, they are often the very means that Yahuwah refines and perfects his followers. Just as a diamond is formed under immense pressure, believers can emerge from difficult circumstances stronger, more resilient, and closer to Yahuwah. Hallelujah. And it's no need to add too much to that, family, but just hang on in there. Keep holding on. Keep pressing through. The Most High is coming to get us. He's gathering us at this very moment. And all of those that's been grafted into the house, keep persevering. And 9 times out of 10, family, what we're all going through is family. Messy family. Those that just refuse the Most High and his children and make it their last life's mission. Notice I said last life's mission. To thwart us. Why you say thwart? Let me look that up real quick, family. It means to obstruct, prevent something from happening. That's the word. Yeah, they make it their last life mission to thwart us, to get in the way. And then what they're really doing is and the Most High told me this about a loved one, and it hurt my heart. But he said that was the final test, and they didn't pass. They failed. They failed the final test. See, family, the Most High will put you in situations where folks think they're helping you, but in reality, he's testing them to see how they treat you. When they think they have the upper hand on you. But in reality, the Most High always has the upper hand. And he's trying to see where their heart is. And what they're doing, just like with Pharaoh, he was telling me this last evening. Just as Pharaoh was, the Most High was bringing what was in his heart out. He won't harden in his heart. His heart was already hard. What the Most High was doing was revealing his heart. and showing why he had to judge him like he did. Him and all his fighting men. Which what he really did was destroy Egypt at that moment. Because all their soldiers were gone. Their leader was gone. All their fighting men was gone. So they was basically subjected to all the other nations in the earth at that time. Just like any other nation that's on top. Just like this one. This one is wearing itself thin, spreading itself thin. And the Most High is judging because of how they treated his people. The text says it clear as day. That's why he's gathering them together and calling for war and judgment because of how they treated his children. Hallelujah. But where are you at today, family? Are you in the midst of being turned from coal to a diamond by immense pressure? So much so you just want to scream and say forget it all and not using them words. Because I have too. But I refuse to give up. I refuse to give in. Why? Because Robert says so? No, because the Most High won't let me. Just like the text says, he gives us the desire and the power to do what pleases him most. Hallelujah. And that's to serve him to the end. Hallelujah. Till he get us up out of here. And even then, we're going to continue to be the light of the world. That city that sits on the hill. It can't be hid. We're going from coal to diamonds. It's going to take pressure, family. It's going to take that refiner's fire. But we can handle it, right? Yeah, we can. We got the Most High. Family, do stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom. Hallelujah. Hold it. People who worry their prayers. People who worry their prayers are like wind-whipped waves. I like that, wind-whipped waves.